Season 2. Or how do they say it when software is updated?
Version 2.
Version 2. 2.0.
2.0.
This is
two old farts traveling 2.0. That's what I'm going. That's the part I'll believe.
Here's the wheel well. Yeah, I guess I could stand up in that. You could probably put a Volkswagen in there. peak shields have numbers. See the ones that are numbered? They were not replaced, but the ones that are gray, light gray, have been replaced.
Line it up. You're looking good to me now. A little bit more.
Apollo 10 for me, except it was at night. And when that first stage shut down, and we're still in a nighttime sky, that the first stage of the booster shut down, but the fire kept going, and it just overpowered us. And then we fired a second stage, and we're on our way through it again. Living in space certainly is a new environment, somewhat of a challenge. Zero gravity is fun. You see people floating around and doing somersaults and all that kind of thing, but when it comes to getting down to work, it's a handicap. We finally got to the point where on Apollo 17 we were truly able to accept the inconveniences living in space, so we wouldn't spend time on them and we can get the job done that we were sent to do. After 2 or 3 days, and you watch the Earth grow smaller and smaller, you are supposed to be 60 miles after traveling 250,000 miles. You're going to go 60. You're going to miss the moon by 60 miles, and you can't see it, but you can feel its presence because you're in sunlight all the way from the Earth to the moon until you fly into the shadow of the moon itself. And then when you come out from behind, through the shadow of the moon, back into sunlight, there it is. It truly, you're in another world. I mean, it's an experience that you can only have once in your lifetime. And there it is. You are now at your destination. You found the right place to be. Now you gotta fire that rocket engine and stay there. And after the initial 30 seconds or a minute and a half of overwhelmingly excitement and amazement, you have to get down to business. The last several hours, maybe half a day before you actually go to the moon, you got a lot of preparations. You get ready. You put your spacesuit back on. And then we had a checklist. We had a series of a sequence of events that had to take place, that we were part of, so that we knew that we could successfully manage those risks that we might encounter that were out there. And that's what we did in the last 12 hours or so before we literally got to the moon and had to fire our rocket engine. Remember, we left the Earth at 25,000 miles an hour. And for 2.5 days, the Earth's gravity is saying, I want you to come back. I don't want you to go until you slow down. The Earth's gravity slows you down to some 3,000 miles an hour. And you cross a boundary to where you are now captured by the moon and by the moon's gravity. And now your moon says, I want you, I'm faster and faster and faster. So when you hit the moon, you're going 5,000 miles an hour, accelerating. And if you don't do the right thing at the right time, you're going to keep going and go in orbit around the sun. So it's a very precarious, busy time as you approach the moon, so that you can make preparations to fire that engine on a command and service module to stay in orbit around the moon. Because if you don't get in orbit around the moon, you're not going to have any chance to land.
Arm stays inside the shuttle. That's the giant boom that deploys satellites and stuff. See how it opens up right here? And things just float out.
Oh my golly! That is a crystalline rock if I've ever seen a crystal rock. Pretty one today, yeah. Hey, this has got to be one of the most proud moments of my life. I guarantee it. until the International Space Station.
Congratulations to all members of the crew. It's a beautiful sight.
Falcon 9. Not the one we saw take off.